Hello class, my name is Shaquille Jones and today I'll be presenting my country presentation on the Indonesian culture. On my next slide I'll be going over the location, language, money, and the government that the Indonesian culture is operating under. According to Indonesian 2020, the source, they're located in the Southeast Asia region of the world. According to the source, comma, cause no date. The language that is that's spoken over there is going to be Indonesian as well as Indonesian Bahasa. As far as the type of currency that they do have, would be considered the Indonesian rupiah, and that's according to IDR, no date. As far as the type of government that they are operating under, it's going to be considered a centralized government, and that is according to Indonesia 2020. So they pretty much operate the same how we operate here in the U.S. under a democracy. And right here is a picture. I don't know if you can see it, but there goes a picture of some of the currency. And I will be going ahead and going over to my next slide. On my next slide, I will be going ahead and presenting their different customs and norms, as well as the language that they speak over there. I'm sorry, the clothing, the food, the music, and what they do to entertain themselves. So some customs and norms. As far as in the Indonesian culture, the Indonesian culture, they do not show the soles of their feet, as well as they do not point their feet to anyone, as far as like their 2 feet, so they can't point them towards anyone. And that's according to the source, A Guide to Indonesia, no date. And another norm over there, men are normally served first when dinner is served. So they're normally the first ones to eat. And that's also according to A Guide to Indonesia, no date. As far as some of the clothing that the women wear over there, pretty much like skirts, blouse. They pretty much wear any piece of garment that would go ahead and cover them from their neck all the way down to their ankles. So they don't show much of anything, and that's coming from the source. Come and say global, no date. As far as the men dress pretty much in like business attire, like pants, slacks, and depending on the occasion, sometimes tie, and that's also coming for so global, no date. As far as some of the foods that they do eat in Indonesia, it's going to be rice. Rice is normally one of the main dishes that they use with most of their meals. So they eat like heavily spiced fish, different types of meats and vegetables. And that is according to the Food and Culture of Indonesia, 2013. As far as the music and entertainment over there, they do like different type of puppet theater, music theater, as well as like non-music theater. And that's according to Indonesia 2020. And we'll be moving on to the next slide. And right here is an image of a food. And also with their food as well, they like to leave it in the middle of the table, like family style. That's how they normally serve most of their meals. And we're going to go ahead and go into the important celebrations and religious beliefs. I'm just going to pull up everything. So some of the important celebrations it's going to be Ramadan, Napi Day. It's like the Day of Silence, pretty much. It's their the Belizean New Year's, as well as Cascade Ceremony and it's a valley festival, and this is according to festivals in Indonesia. As far as like some of the religious beliefs, they mostly practice Muslim. Most people are Muslim. They also do practice Hinduism, Roman Catholic, and Islam, and that's according to the source Indonesian 2020. They're a collective culture, and that's according to Maclan 2020.